Hello, our dear viewers, and welcome to a new edition of our daily debate. I'm Aisty Rabia, and in today's debate, we are going to talk about Egypt, which has achieved tangible steps in the field of artificial intelligence, or AI, as the country launched the second edition of the National Artificial Intelligence Strategy 2025-2030, and that will be our topic for our debate for tonight. But first, we'll start with our top stories, where President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi received on Tuesday congratulatory cables from Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli on the occasion marking Eid al-Adha, or the Feast of Sacrifice. Prime Minister Madbouli wished Egypt, the Arab Islamic nation, peace and prosperity and progress. In his cable of congratulation, Madbouli promised President Sisi that the government would exert its utmost efforts to continue the path of integrated development nationwide and achieve people's aspiration. Meanwhile, President Sisi received another congratulatory cable from top state officials, including General Commander of the Armed Forces and Minister of Defense and Military Production, Abdelmajid Sa'r. In his cable, the minister wished Egypt and the Arab and Islamic nation peace, security, stability, prosperity and progress. Sa'r affirmed that the armed forces, along with the sacrifices of its people, would remain strong and imperishable in protecting Egypt's national security, land and people. He said the armed forces are a strong shield capable of repelling aggression and preserving the nation's security, safety and dignity. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi participated on Tuesday via video conference in a high-level meeting held in preparation for the 4th International Conference on Financing for Development, scheduled to take part in Spain at the end of June 2025. During his speech, President Sisi outlined Egypt's vision for advancing international efforts in financing development. Presidential spokesman Mohammed said the meeting aims to generate political momentum for the 4th International Conference on Financing for Development, and important global event focused on mobilizing finance and encouraging investment in projects that contribute to achieve the sustainable development goals, as enhancing international cooperation in development financing and addressing the growing development gap. Indeed, our dear viewers, that was our top stories for tonight. And now, with our main topic for the debate, Egypt launched its second edition of the Artificial Intelligence Strategy 2025-2030. Egypt launched the second edition of the strategy, which aims to establish a comprehensive framework for artificial intelligence that accelerates the achievement of the Digital Egypt vision. More details in the following story.
Egypt launched the second edition of the National Artificial Intelligence Strategy 2025-2030, which aims to establish a comprehensive framework for artificial intelligence that accelerates the achievement of the Digital Egypt vision. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi officially launched the second edition of the strategy, reaffirming the nation's commitment to leveraging AI technologies to drive progress, foster innovation and improve living standards. In his opening remarks, President Sisi emphasized the strategy's role in advancing Egypt's vision of becoming a leading digital society. He described AI as a cornerstone for global development and highlighted its transformative potential in priority sectors such as healthcare, education and agriculture. The head of state noted that Egypt lives in an era where artificial intelligence is at the heart of global development efforts, presenting unparalleled opportunities for sustainable growth, adding that it is imperative to harness AI's potential to build a brighter future for our country. President Sisi emphasized that the new edition of the AI strategy builds upon the solid groundwork established by the first edition launched in May 2021, which marked the beginning of Egypt's journey to embed AI into education, enhance professional development and forge international collaborations. The President affirmed that Egypt is steadfast in its commitment to becoming a regional powerhouse in AI, making significant contributions on the global stage, and said a key focus of the updated strategy is fostering talent. President Sisi stressed the importance of developing local expertise to international standards, ensuring a skilled workforce capable of harnessing AI's full potential. He stressed the need for robust frameworks to govern AI's ethical and responsible use, enabling innovation while safeguarding data and privacy. He reiterated that building human capacity is Egypt's highest goal, ensuring Egyptian citizens can utilize advanced technologies to serve society and achieve shared aspirations. For his part, Minister of Communications and Information Technology Amr Talat described the second edition as a forward-looking roadmap aligned with the global advancements in AI. He highlighted Egypt's ambition to improve its ranking in global AI readiness indices, citing efforts by the National Council for Artificial Intelligence to implement responsible AI solutions and activation of Egypt's AI Charter.
تقدير واحترام لبطل حقيقي. البطل ده هو مصر وشعبها. الحكاية مش حكاية لا حكومة ولا قيادة، ده حكاية كل مواطن في مصر. أكرمت مصر وشرفت مصر وعزيت مصر، انتم قتلتم. فالشرف كل الشرف والكرامة كل الكرامة والفضل كل الفضل لله سبحانه وتعالى، ثم ليكم انتم. شرفتوني واكرمتموني وعزتوني ورفعتوا راسي قدام الدنيا كلها باللي انتم عملتوه. والله 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 لن يستطيع اي رئيس يقف مكاني هنا انه يقدر يعمل حاجه بدونكم. لن يستطيع. قصه وطن يتحدث عن نفسه، شعب أراد الحياة فاستجاب له القدر.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, to shed more light on the future of the AI, the artificial intelligence in Egypt, and its impact on enhancing the state position as a regional hub for information technology. We are honored to have with us in the studio tonight our dear guest, Dr. Mohammed, Khalifa, Innovation and Digital Transformation Advisor. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being our guest for tonight.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Sir, as artificial intelligence is one of the main, actually, pillar of the modern era, and actually amid an unprecedented rising of its presence globally and regionally and locally. How far Egypt has achieved the tangible steps in this very vital sector?
Yeah. Egypt actually has taken concrete steps in launching its governmental and the state efforts towards the AI. Key milestones included the launching of the first edition of the AI strategy 2020, and also the second edition 2025-2030. This also was combined with establishing and developing about 91 academic institutions specialized in ICT and AI, and the launching of the AIC, the Applied Innovation Center, as well as launching so many initiatives related to developing the talents and the capacities of the youth towards AI and ICT in general. Yes. Also, this has resulted in 46 places rising in the AI government readiness index by Oxford and Science, which shows how our efforts are impacting our positioning as in the ICT sector in general. I see that the direction for ICT, it is critical to Egypt, not as a hub for ICT only, but also for fulfilling our national priorities related to education, agriculture, industry, etc. Because at the end, ICT is a tool. And one of the most significant tools underneath the umbrella of ICT is AI. Yes. That's why AI is very important, and it is crucial to establish what I say a good capacity of AI to help us improve our positioning in all developmental sectors.
Sir, Egypt last January launched the second edition of the National Artificial Intelligence Strategy 2025-2030. To what extent this edition actually can enhance the digital infrastructure and support innovation and creativity in Egypt?
The second edition of the AI strategy highlighted 6 pillars for improving the AI. Improving AI is, as you said, it is. We are in the era of the AI.
Of course.
That's why improving the AI capacity in a state like Egypt requires more of a comprehensive overview. That's why the AI strategy included 6 pillars. One of them is the governance. The first pillar is the governance. How we regulate applications of AI. You know, AI has its own risks. It is not all good. That's why we need some sort of a governance framework. That's why it is one of the pillars of the AI strategy. Also, the infrastructure. We need data centers, cloud data centers, to host AI applications and use them in the different sectors we want. The third part, which is related to the technology itself. We need our R&D, research and development towards AI, and that's why it is very important to encourage researchers, encourage publishing, encourage innovation in the technology of the AI. Also, we have 3 other pillars related to data. How we use AI, because you know AI is one of the critical core components of AI is to have data, sets of data. And so how are we going to use these data, especially if we are talking about the healthcare system? If we are talking about personal data of the nation, of the people, how are we going to use it? How are we going to protect them? This is very important. So data is an important pillar. Also, we are talking about the ecosystem. AI is not about government only. It is also about startups. It's about entrepreneurs. It's about academia. It's about the whole ecosystem. It needs to be there to improve the AI capacity. And the last and the most important dimension, I would say, is the talents. How are we going to develop the talents of youth towards AI and ICT? And I think we have done a lot of efforts in this direction.
So we're actually launching the new edition of the strategy. President Sisi reaffirmed the nation's commitment to leveraging the AI technologies in order to drive progress, foster innovation, and improve actually also the living standard of the citizens. How do you see such achievements on the ground, and that is tangible actually to be achieved soon?
Let's go back to the fact that studies show that the investment in AI technology worldwide, it will reach about $1.8 trillion by 2030, and which will add or yield value on all sectors
Indeed.
towards 19 trillion US dollar, which means that every 1.8 US dollar will yield 19 dollar, which means we have 20.
Yes, sorry for interruption, Doctor, here, but we'll go to the short break for the Al-Isha prayer. And back to our debate here for tonight, and to our dear guest in the studio, Dr. Mohammed Khalifa, our Innovation and Digital Transformation Advisor. Before going to the Al-Isha prayer, Dr. Khalifa, we were talking about how the second edition of the strategy of the AI 2025-2030 is representing actually an innovative and a real step for a better future and tangible achievements on the ground, which could be felt by the Egyptian citizen.
Yeah, as we said, every $1 US we invest in AI or in using AI for the different sectors like agriculture, industry, etc., will yield about 20 times this amount as value added. And this is a significant value that we can add to our own economy, which means we will have much higher added value as we are witnessing right now. So if we are in the agriculture sector, we will be more we will have more added value. In the industry sector, we will have more added value. More added value will mean more raising or better living standards, fulfilling the economic needs, increasing the productivity of people, the government, the private sector, etc. That's why AI is very important in achieving these goals, and that's why AI usually seen as the driving force for sustainable development in general. That's why we are witnessing a lot of interest on the national, regional and global level, and we have seen efforts also not only in Egypt but also in Saudi Arabia and the UAE in regards to the AI and how to develop the AI technologies to serve the community, to serve the real needs of nations. That's why the AI strategy is our AI strategy is targeting to build a comprehensive framework for developing our AI. Although AI in general, it needs a lot of investments, a lot of cash to be invested in the AI to yield a lot of returns, I would say. However, for the Egyptian case, we enjoy having 60% of our population in the youth stage, and they are very innovative, very well equipped. I would say if we apply all the digital or all the initiatives for raising the capacity building, etc., we are aiming to equip the youth with the right skills to be to have Egypt as a leader in this direction. So we are fully depending on equipping our human capital with the ICT and AI skills, and this I would expect that it will leverage our competitiveness and will increase our the ICT contribution to the GDP, the gross domestic product. It is expected that the AI efforts will add to the GDP about 15 billion US dollar by 2030.
Yes.
And also the ICT in general will have a contribution of 7.7% of the GDP by that time, which is I think it is a good number, and we can double even these numbers with more concrete steps towards executing the AI strategy on ground.
Yes. Sir, through the second edition of the AI national strategy, how can the country actually develop the efficiency of the human cadres?
Yeah, the most important part in this dimension is to have what I say to have initiatives, capacity building initiatives and different specializations, and not necessarily for engineering and computer science, but also for all university graduates to have the skills and the knowledge to use AI in their work. This is very important. That's why the government has launched two initiatives.
Yes.
The Digilians and the Digilians initiative. They have 4 tracks for accepting candidates from all university specializations to enter into intensive training courses, 4 months, 9 months, 1 year and 2 years, according to the specialization and the degree also. And this is fully funded by the government for the Egyptian youth. And also the second initiative, it is called Egypt Digital Builders, which they are equipping the Egyptian nationals from the age of children until teens and university students with all the skills, not only in AI but also in other specializations related to the ICT, which I see these initiatives, national initiatives, are very much significant and will have an impact and role in giving us a good positioning in the ICT sector domain.
As you have kindly mentioned that the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology in Egypt has launched several initiatives to foster the digital literacy and the skill development amongst youth, like the Digital Egypt Cubs initiative and the Digital Egypt Pioneers initiative. To what extent these very important initiatives, as you have kindly mentioned, Doctor, are representing real eagerness from the state to develop the skills of the youth in order to see more innovators, more entrepreneurs in the field of information technology and in the field of artificial intelligence as well?
Yes, not only these initiatives, but we also see the presidential leadership signifies, or he has talked about having the AI in every house and all, and equip everyone with AI tools, etc. This shows or signifies the state direction towards equipping people with the AI tools. This is not a luxury, by the way.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Indeed, yes.
It is one of the key critical areas that we will use as a driving force for our sustainable development, to increase our value, to increase our competitiveness, which will increase our returns and exports as well. So because at the end, if we are talking, for example, about startups, if we are talking about establishing AI startups, they will naturally attract foreign direct investment. They will attract more work outsourcing from the Western and East. And that's why it is very important to have a comprehensive ecosystem of the AI and the ICT, not only training but also startups, academia, R&D. It is a mix of components that we need to have the right positioning of AI, because at the end we have other nations or like UAE and Saudi Arabia. They are investing a lot of money.
Yes, we have seen more investment recently also.
Exactly, exactly. I don't see that we should go to the same direction. We should complement what they have, and we should have regional collaboration, I would say, by offering our capacity. We have a lot of people who are creative, who are talented. We have talented engineers, innovations. Yes, and we have researchers, very good researchers as well. That's why this is our main asset in competing in this game.
Sir, as you have mentioned that we are having 6 main pillars that we are talking about in the AI, and you have mentioned one of these most important pillars is the entrepreneurs and the academia. How we can work on these youth or these talents who are maybe having their own ideas, they are innovative, they can help to collaborate with in order to develop the AI in these particular domains, which I do assume, if I might say, could be the very important pillar in the future of the AI in Egypt in particular.
Completely agree. And we have one of the most competitive ecosystems for startups and innovation across the Middle East, by the way. Egypt, Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates are the top in this domain. And Egypt is also very much specialized and very much competent in terms of domains like fintech, financial technologies, like e-commerce, like applications, AI, using the AI applications in agriculture. We have a lot of startups, we have a lot of initiatives
and many of these startups did excel on the international fronts as well.
Yes, and we are attracting a lot of money, by the way, from outside, from international investors, etc. And I think this is a cornerstone for what we need to go after in the future, because we already have a good market. And this is very important. We have a good market. We have 100 million, and they are eager to use financial technology for loans, for all aspects of life. And that's why we have a good potential for growing financial technology startups. That's why a lot of people are coming to Egypt to invest in this direction. I would say that if we also focus and offer incentives for healthcare, because capitalizing on the size of the population and the need, we need a lot of healthcare systems. We need a lot of attention to healthcare. We have less doctors right now. This is a global problem. The AI can intervene in this part and add more productivity and fulfill this gap, and this is very important.
Indeed.
That's why we have also the AIC. It is one of the entities related to the MCIT, the Ministry of Communication and Telecommunication, and they are building also healthcare systems on top of AI, and they are using data and providing confidentiality for data, etc. This is one of the main aspects of using AI. That's why I think we have a lot of startups. We had a lot of incubators and accelerators, which and they are investing and providing, by the way, free support for youth and building their own startups. All ministries, they have their own incubators, accelerators.
We have actually too many in universities,
and ministries as well. Ministry of Communication and Telecommunication, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ministry, all the ministries, they have incubators and accelerators, and special attention is given to the startup sector. However, I would suggest or foresight the need of the future to focus more on healthcare sector, agriculture, and maybe also the industry. These three sectors, if we focus all our efforts related to startups, the fintech is already there, and it is mature.
Big time.
It is mature. But these three sectors, if we focus and give them some attention from funding perspective, from incubation and acceleration by the government entities, by focus in terms of the different ministries and how they look at these three sectors, then we can have more startups, more innovations in these areas, and we can, what I said from the start, when we started, we said every $1 US will yield 20 times doubles of the amount invested if we apply the right AI tools.
Of course.
And these three sectors, agriculture, education, and the industry, are very important. Healthcare and agriculture and industry are, I think, they are the top priority for the government now. And I think for startups and youth, it is also an opportunity, because for the first time we have the innovation and the AI stated in the government work program. 2024-2027. It is mentioned in the government work program that AI and digital transformation and the innovation, they are the driving force for the government to achieve their goals. This is very important.
Of course. Of course, we'll be back to this point, Doctor, but first we'll take this report where Egypt hosted the readiness AI assessment methodology consultation, which was by the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology in collaboration with the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, the UNESCO, which has launched the consultation on Egypt readiness assessment methodology.
The Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, in collaboration with the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, has launched a consultation on Egypt's readiness assessment methodology, WAM, for artificial intelligence. This initiative evaluates Egypt's preparedness for adopting AI sustainability and responsibly while supporting national policies and strategies in this vital field. The first national consultation sessions for stakeholders have commenced, focusing on 4 key areas where AI plays a pivotal role: policies and legislation, cultural and social domains, scientific research and infrastructure, and economic sector. These sessions included participation from diverse stakeholders and experts, including representatives from the public and private sectors, academia, civil society, and young entrepreneurs. Egypt's participation in the AI Readiness Assessment methodology launched by UNESCO reflects its commitment to deploying AI responsibly across all sectors. This approach aligns with UNESCO's recommendation on the ethics of AI, ensuring that all state sectors benefit from AI's transformative potential while maintaining a balance between accelerating innovation, supporting sustainable development goals, and addressing ethical and technical challenges. UNESCO collaborates with the Egyptian government to evaluate and enhance the resilience of laws, policies, and institutions related to AI implementation. This cooperation ensures AI systems align with the values and principles outlined in UNESCO's AI ethics recommendation. In his speech, Minister of Communications and Information Technology Amr Talat emphasized Egypt's prioritization of AI since 2019. The minister noted that the first version of the national AI strategy included several key work streams, such as expanding the pool of trained AI professionals and utilizing AI to address societal challenges. According to the minister, more than 12 AI specialized colleges have been established in collaboration with the Ministry of Higher Education, along with Egypt University of Informatics, the first university in Africa dedicated to communications and information technology. Additionally, various training initiatives have been launched to develop AI skills and prepare a generation capable of leveraging these technologies effectively. Minister Talat highlighted the establishment of the Applied Innovation Center as part of the strategy's implementation. The center develops projects using advanced technologies across various sectors, particularly in agriculture, healthcare, and language recognition. The center also focuses on converting spoken text into written form and vice versa, with translation capabilities for multiple languages. He emphasized the government's commitment to pairing AI adoption with ethical considerations, ensuring data neutrality and aligning citizens' skills with job market demands. In this context, Egypt launched the Responsible AI Charter in 2023. These efforts have contributed to Egypt advancing nearly 50 positions in AI ranking indices between 2020 and 2024. Minister Talat revealed that Egypt's active role in regional and international AI forums, leading both the Arab AI Group and the African AI Group within the African Union. Egypt has contributed to developing unified Arab AI vision and formulating the African Union's continental AI strategy. The minister stated that the second version of the national strategy, launched last January, focused on 6 key pillars: expanding computational infrastructure, managing data to balance AI companies' access to data while protecting privacy, broadening AI training and skill development, increasing AI application deployment, raising societal awareness of AI while supporting startups, and establishing a governance framework.
Welcome back. Continuing our debate here with our dear guest, Dr. Mohammed Khalifa. Dr. Khalifa, the report just was stating what we have been just saying, and a very important point here, Doctor, raising the public and societal awareness regarding the AI. It is a very important point here. How do you see the importance of raising the societal awareness regarding the AI, and if so, how that could be reflected on a positive way on our development in the AI sector?
Yeah, actually, if we are targeting to use AI as one of the driving force, as we agreed before, for the sustainable development, then we will need more of digital society. And digital society means digital culture of the people, digital applications, digital infrastructure. all aspects of the digital world has to be in place. That's why the role of the society and how they are accepting the new technology is very important. To be honest, I see the Egyptians in general, they are more accepting for the technology regardless of the literacy status, whatever the condition of the education, etc. And we have seen this in the fintech domain, because we see about 70% financial inclusion, which includes using digital wallets, including using apps, mobile apps.
I do believe that more than 90% of the population now are using these apps.
And this shows exactly that if we are offered a good value in technology and digital applications, we will be using these apps and tools. That's why I don't think we have any societal or deep societal issues in using the technology or the adoption of technology. I think what we need more to have is to have more focus on delivering good value to the citizens, good digital services, usable digital services.
Like most of the fintechs that you have been mentioning.
Exactly. But we have to expand this to other sectors, like for farmers, for traders, for healthcare, for everyone. Okay, we need to engage people in very useful applications that will increase the productivity, decrease the costs, decrease the time needed for having services. That's why, and this is key to driving them to equip their children with IT skills and AI skills, because when they are using the technology and they are feeling getting the best value out of it, they will encourage their children to
or the opposite, because I do believe that now the young generation are actually teaching their parents how to use the technology or the applications or whatsoever.
And they are very innovative.
Indeed.
And we have currently the pathways for children and for teens to show their creativity and innovation. We have a lot of centers in all universities. We have creative centers in 27 governorates. We have online events every day about innovation, use of AI, etc., organized by the governmental entities and by the private sectors and the NGOs. Even schools, they are organizing events for their children and for their students. That's why I see that we have to capitalize on this move by focusing more on the startup sector and how to collaborate or how to integrate this startup ecosystem with the government. So startups are developing applications for the government. They are sharing revenues. They are working with the government on business models to develop applications and have some sort of partnerships between government and startups. I see, by the way, a number of initiatives in that direction, but it needs more. We need more. We need more innovation in this direction. Startups and private sector providing solutions for the national priorities and national needs.
Of course. Sir, how can Egypt establish a competitive AI industry supported by governance, technology, data, and sustainable development to ensure long-term growth in Egypt's digital economy?
It is an incremental process. We have to work on the AI strategy, as we have the 6 pillars, and we have plans for the 6 pillars for the AI strategy 2025-2030, and if we execute all these plans and we keep monitoring and evaluation of all sectors and find out the lessons learned and what is more successful and what is a failure of these programs. We have to learn from mistakes and provide updates all the time to our strategies, so to keep us on the track and have incremental value built year by year. This is very important, and it is very important as well to again to integrate the private sector with the government hand in hand to develop such a strategy.
Indeed. Dr. Mohammed Khalifa, our Innovation and Digital Transformation Advisor, thank you so much for your very precious input and for being our guest for tonight. It was a real pleasure, sir.
Thanks.
And with that, our dear viewers, we come to the end of this edition of the Daily Debate. I'm Rabia. Many thanks for watching. Have a good night.